How's it going, guys? I'm back at it again in here for another video, and as you can see from the title, that's right, I am in here for my WWE United Champions 2014 pay-per-view review, giving you guys my thoughts and opinions. And I was gonna do this through my cell phone, but I said, you know what, since it's not really gonna work out and go as planned, and not only is it a nice day out and pretty much the first day of fall and before my birthday, that's right, I'll be 25 tomorrow on a Tuesday, which is cool. So with that being said, it was actually a really dope weekend, and I was able to celebrate my birthday early and as well watch Night of Champions, so it doesn't get any better than that. And started things overall, what we had on the pre-show, where we had Christian coming back, couldn't have it any other way, and it was really awesome to see him, and I've been waiting for months practically to actually have him return. We had the Peep Show, he interviewed Chris Jericho, and as we had Randy Orton there as well, basically just talking about a little preview on what they were able to unfold for their matchup at Night of Champions. So that was really cool. I would expect Christian to actually come back and be involved in more storylines and stuff like that, have the Peep Show back again, probably wrestling 2 here and there, and basically have his last run, or who knows what will happen, but it would be nice to actually see him more often than just the pre-show and just seeing him do other stuff, and eventually I can see him going down to NXT helping out the young rookies and stuff like that. Things like that I think would really work for Christian, but that made me mark out, of course, so I had to bring out the Christian t-shirt, so it made it for a nice day there. So officially for the pay-per-view, we started things off with the tag team titles, where we had the Usos and Stardust and Goldust for the tag team championships. And with this match, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good match. I liked the chemistry between both teams and everything like that. And originally, I thought the Usos were actually going to be able to retain, and since it's been talked about too with the Ascension coming up and everything like that, you think they would be able to have them on the main roster and then a few with the Usos and stuff like that, and get the tag team titles, since they just lost the NXT tag team championships, and how pissed off they are and pretty much on a rampage. And I thought that would have been fine to have happen, but I'm sure it definitely happens sometime at some point this year, so I'm not worried about that. And overall, we were able to have Stardust and Goldust capture the tag team titles, which I have no problems whatsoever. I've really enjoyed their heel work as of late, so hopefully that sticks around. It's really cool what they're doing, and it's cool that we have new tag team champions, and the Usos have been champions for quite some time, so it was about time to have new tag team champions, so no problems with that whatsoever. Then with the next match, we had the US Championship, which is on the line between Sheamus and as well Cesaro. Always enjoyed the chemistry and how they work well with each other, and in this one, of course, really good back and forth stuff and everything. So it lasted a good amount of time, which I was really happy about. And overall, Sheamus was able to get the win and retain the US title, even though Cesaro was my main pick and everything, and I thought it would have been fine to have him to at least have a championship, but I'm sure it happens sometime throughout the year, and something with the storyline too, like with that, I thought it would have been fine to have Cesaro win. So in all honesty, you know, didn't have a problem with this. It was a great match, so Sheamus actually winning, you know, could have gone differently, but hey, it happens. So we might maybe see a rematch. I'm not too sure about that, but maybe eventually maybe Cesaro will actually get that mid-card championship and have something more going for him, which I would like to see. So there you have it with that. Then next we had the IC Championship on the line with the Intercontinental Championship up for grabs, and we had Dolph Ziggler and The Miz. With this one was a good match between the two, and I was actually surprised with the outcome, with The Miz actually getting back the Intercontinental Championship. I actually thought Dolph Ziggler was going to retain, but that didn't happen. Of course, we had Damian Sandow out there, R-Truth out there, and you know, with that, you know, it's not too bad. I really actually like The Miz and Damian Sandow thing more than Dolph Ziggler and R-Truth, so I don't really see those two lasting that long, but I do see The Miz and Damian Sandow working more well as a tag team and everything like that. And we have Florida Georgia Line, which I didn't really care for on commentary, but that's besides the point. Overall, you know, I did enjoy the match. You know, it was a good back and forth match, so I was actually surprised that Miz, like I said, won the IC Championship back, so there you have it with that. Then next, what was supposed to be Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns now for those of you who do not know, of course, Roman Reigns is out due to injury and is actually going to be out for quite some time, for several months, which really sucks on that. I was able to have the news broken on Twitter, so that was actually pretty crazy to hear about that, and it's actually cool that they actually posted that on the network, so I would like to see that definitely more, like breaking news stuff like that. If somebody's injured or whatever, then we get to find about it on there, like a news headline or whatever with the breaking news. I think that was a nice touch there, so hopefully Roman Reigns will be back. I have no problems with Roman Reigns. I always like the guy, so I like the direction that's been going on with him. So unfortunately, he had to get injured basically, so that's never really good. But he will definitely be back for several months, so that's the only suckish part about that. But Seth Rollins pretty much getting the advantage and actually saying that he is the winner, and pretty much showboating about that. And not only that, we had the return of Dean Ambrose, which is really cool. I know my friend Kristen was able to go there, so she's lucky that she was able to see them. So shout out to you. I know you like that. But you know, definitely, I am guessing that at some point at Hell in a Cell, probably in the Hell in a Cell match too, we will get to see Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins go at it, which would be damn awesome. That's definitely going to be great to see. Of course, going to be awesome match there, so no doubt about that. So unfortunately, we did not get to see it at Night of Champions. Triple H and Stephanie came out, and we had Jerry Mercury and Jamie Noble and security just trying to stop the match from even happening. It was just basically a brawl, so they stopped that from happening, which sucked, but I would like to see it, so there you go. Then the next match where we had Chris Jericho and Randy Orton. Now, of course, with this, we also have Chris Jericho pretty much having his last time for now until he goes to touring with Fozzy again, and I'm sure he'll probably be back. I'm guessing most likely around Royal Rumble time. I believe that's what he mentioned for Talk is Jericho. For those of you who do not check it out, or have not checked it out, honestly, definitely go check it out. It's a really great podcast. I'm definitely addicted to podcasts, one. I listen to it during the week and everything, so really fun stuff, not only with his show, but the other wrestlers too who are on there, so definitely worth a listen. But with this one, overall we had Randy Orton defeating Chris Jericho with that sick RKO. That was amazing, and really good stuff between those two, and even though we didn't really have that much of a build to it, these two have been going at it since pretty much since 2007, and even with that, you know, I still enjoyed it, and it was still cool for what it was, so there you have it with that one as well. Then the next match, which was pretty good, we had Mark Henry and Ezra Rusev, and we also had Lillian Garcia actually singing America the Beautiful and everything before the actual match, which is a nice touch there. Always awesome to really hear Lillian Garcia sing, since I really enjoy her singing. With this one, it was actually not quite exactly what I expected to be, where we had Rusev being more dominant, and I thought it was going to be pretty even, but actually Mark Henry had his back problems go against him and everything, and that basically led to his downfall, and Rusev was able to get the win, which I was a little surprised about because I was basically going for Mark Henry and Team America and everything like that, so I was hoping at least Mark Henry would get some sort of win. So if anyone could have stopped Rusev, it would have been at least Mark Henry or at least like the Big Show or whatever, but it looks like Rusev is still going to be continuing to be on this winning streak and continue to be dominant and go up against anybody, no matter who it is. So not too sure who's going to be able to stop Rusev, so it's going to be interesting to see who is legitimately going to stop him. So there you have it with that. So overall, Rusev getting the win. Pretty good match, and there you have it with that one as well. Next match, we got the Triple Threat Divas Championship match where we had Paige, AJ Lee, and as well Nikki Bella all in this one, which originally I thought this was going to be a Fatal 4-Way match, but we did not have that happen. It was a Triple Threat match where Nikki Bella eventually got involved too with her storyline against Brie Bella and everything, so I kind of thought that Brie Bella and Nikki Bella were going to be facing each other for the Divas title, so that's why I thought the Fatal 4-Way would fit fine, but we might still have that, who knows, but in the end, we had AJ Lee getting the win and getting back the Divas Championship. So it's been a battle of who's who between AJ and Paige with this one. So it seems like the feud is probably going to be done. I'm not too sure if it'll continue into Hell in a Cell, but you never know. We might have a match too with Brie Bella and Nikki Bella. With all honesty, you know, I'm more in the middle with that storyline. You know, it's not exactly the best, but it could be a little better. So it's not exactly my favorite one either. So I'm not gonna really go and say I hate the acting and everything like that. It's not really that great, but it's just something in the middle with me and something I just don't really care for, with all honesty. But that's just me. But overall, as a side note with that, that's it with that. So with that being said, AJ Lee was able to get her win. Now we move on into the main event, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship between Brock Lesnar and John Cena. That was good for what it was between the two. It wasn't one-sided this time, which was nice, and it could have lasted a little bit slightly more longer because we had the running with Seth Rollins teasing a cash in. I really almost thought he was going to cash in successfully, but I actually like the cash ins where it is towards the end of the match and we have an actual winner, but Seth Rollins came in during the match, which made it kind of an odd ending to that. But Seth Rollins did not get the win, and I thought he was going to get it there where he had the curb stomp onto Brock Lesnar, which is really crazy. So I almost thought it was for real going to be it there. He was kind of nervous because with the whole thing with him and Dean Ambrose, wanting to attack him each and every time he wants to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase, but John Cena got pissed off about that. He didn't like that, so I'm guessing we'll probably see a match most likely tonight on Raw or whatever. So I do expect that, but it was good for what it was. Brock Lesnar was able to keep the championship, which is good there. So I'm sure he'll be able to keep the title just a little bit longer. So I'm curious to see what else is going to be happening with Brock Lesnar and his title run and everything like that. So that's pretty much it with Night of Champions. You know, overall, good pay-per-view. I did enjoy it, so I was lucky enough to actually be able to check it out. I wasn't just sure if I was or not because I had an early birthday party and everything like that, so it made it just as more awesome to actually be able to watch it, which is always cool there. So definitely, yes, please leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment box and let me know what you thought about Night of Champions to keep the discussion going. Go follow me on Twitter at DavidRivera1989, and I will catch you guys in the next video, whenever the hell that may be. Peace.